Hey ladies, so I wanted to share my story with you guys. So for those of you that don't know, which I think most of you do, um, I kind of grew up in a very crazy household, and just from the beginning, it was very hard on me. My mother, was almost aborted me, and she decided to keep me. But as a child, I dealt with seeing a lot of abuse. I saw my mother be abused. I was physically and sexually abused at a very young age. And so I think that had a lot to do with me growing up very depressed and not being very social and not being able to trust anyone. And so at the age of 16, I was so depressed that I attempted suicide. And I started cutting myself about a year before that. But I got some help, and I was in therapy for a while, and I met my now husband, but he was my boyfriend at that age in high school. And he stuck by my side. Obviously, he's still here, but when we were 20, I was 20, he was 19, we found out we were pregnant, and that was our little boy Chase, who's now 7. We got married when he was about 8 months old, and when he was about 2, we found out that he had autism. A year after that, we had a miscarriage, and a year after that miscarriage, we were pregnant with a little boy who we named Trevor. And about 8 months into the pregnancy, we found out that he had a chromosome defect called trisomy 18, and that is a fatal defect. Most babies don't make it out alive. Most moms miscarry those babies. But Trevor was born, his deformities were on the inside, and from the outside he looked absolutely perfect. And he died 5 days later. His birthday is actually tomorrow. He would have been 5. And then a year or so after Trevor, we had Caden, our little 2-year-old boy, who's perfect. He's just a monster. But through all of these things that I tried to cut into a short bit, I've always dealt with not feeling good enough, feeling ugly, feeling fat. Even when I was wearing a size 0, I was anorexic and could not look in the mirror and see what people told me they saw. Very, very depressed. Had serious health issues. Was never truly healthy. I was either anorexic or I was like binge eating non-stop. For a while, I was addicted to drugs, pot, weed specifically, and I just had a terrible crowd of friends, and I wasn't surrounding myself with the people that I strived to be like. I was just in a very, very dark, low place. In December of 2009, Jesus saved my life. A friend invited me to a church called New Spring, and Jesus met me there and saved me, and I was baptized a month after. And I'm not going to say it's been easy. I've actually super backtracked since then, but knowing that I have him has definitely changed my outlook on life. So back to the health. My health has always been kind of crazy, and so a couple months after having Caden, I had a friend from church message me, and she was a Beachbody coach, and I had no idea what that was. And so she saw me on Facebook posting things like, I'm getting back in shape, I'm so done with this and that, and New Year's was coming up, and you know how that goes. Every New Year's, we're like, yeah, we're getting in shape, and yeah, okay. Anyway, so she invited me to a challenge group, and as soon as she said Shakeology and a workout program, I was like, wah, wah. know she's trying to sell me something. I ain't about that life. I don't just buy random stuff and all this stuff. Well, the thing is, she was someone I could really trust. She was someone from church, and I knew that she had a good heart, and she didn't seem like the type of person that would just try to sell me things just to make money off of me. So I was like, I'm really going to look into this, and told her I was broke, because I really was, and still kind of am. But, she introduced me to Beachbody coaching because I kept telling her I was broke, I can't do it. And so she said, have you ever thought about doing what I do? And I'm like, what? That'd be crazy. Like, I'm not even in shape. I suck at eating healthy. Like, yeah, right. And she's like, seriously, you don't need to know all the answers. Just look at these videos. And she sent me some videos of some other coaches that had similar stories as me. And I just started, researching, and I finally was like, I think I'm going to do this. So I saved up my money. I bought a challenge pack and signed up as a coach. And it has been a roller coaster, to say the least, but the best decision I have ever made, ever. And I will never, ever go back. I could never leave Beachbody. Everything about it is absolutely amazing. My life is completely changed, and I wish that I could put it into words, but I feel that you have to experience it to understand. I've always felt like I wasn't good enough, like I said before, and I wasn't going to amount to anything. As a little girl, I had huge dreams, and I thought I'd be this super rock star Hollywood actress, and everyone would know my name, and I'd be just this awesome person, and Beachbody makes me feel that way. That dream went out the window really quickly when I became a teen, and I'm gonna cry. Beachbody is so much more than workout programs and Shakeology. It literally makes me cry because I know that being a part of changing people's lives and changing my own life is going to change my kids' lives, my husband's life, my entire family. I have friends that I've never had before. There were days that my lights were cut off. I didn't have a phone. I was so drowning in bills. And these women that I've never met some of them, and some of them I have, but they were there. They send me money. They bought me a brand new iPhone. They listen to me when I cry. They listen to me when I yell. Most of them that I know are Christian, and we share so much in common. A lot of them come from busted up, messed up lives, and we all share the fact that we have huge dreams. We want more out of life than working 9 to 5, or working at a restaurant, or living for someone else, or working and living paycheck to paycheck, because that's just how life is. That's what society tells you. They tell you go to school, go to college, and then work your ass off until you have all this debt to pay for the rest of your life from college, and you have you'll retire when you're like 50, 60 or whatever, and then that's how life is. No, I want to live my life now, and Beachbody is going to be my way to that. So that's a little bit of my story. I'm sorry that I kind of ramble sometimes and don't stay on track. That's my squirrel mind. I've got ADD, but I'm not ADHD. I'm not hyperactive, but I definitely can't focus for the life of me. So anyway, Thank you for listening to my story, and I can't wait to hear some of your reasons why you want more out of life. And I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.